AKAPAD. So we got a little bit of a update coming. It's I go through a little bit of the history of this venture of the Film Buff podcast, the intention, and some of these other things happening around the show. But I just wanted to say, and I'm not going to name names, just because there's quite a few of them through all the different social media platforms and networks. But during this pause of mine, thank you guys. Some of you reached out. You guys, I think I scared some of you, and I guess I know how many of you, or have like a little bit of an idea, that are audio subscribers only versus subscribing to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel had a I'm Alive update video a couple weeks ago. And on YouTube, I've just been slowly drawing out a couple opinion videos. While, again, we're going to get into it. But there's just, I hit a pause, but then decided to build a giant content inventory. So there's a lot coming. We're not quite there yet, but I just wanted to reach out to you guys, say thank you, and give you a little bit of an update. Let's
Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
Good morning, my AKA Packers. Hey, we're back. Now, we're not fully back, and I'm just getting right into it. I'm also very surprised. I feel a little bit uncomfortable right now because this is one of the only times that I've ever sat down with all of you without any notes. We're completely spitballing here, and I want to say this video is probably a week late. But let's go through a couple Peter A. DeLuca, aka Pad the Film Buff, updates. Cause, well, here's the amazing thing. Along the way of doing this show, I'm somewhat in the sphere now of I get a couple of these agency PR firms reaching out to me to have people on for interviews and conversations, and there's quite a few independent distributors and production companies. Some of them double their distributor and production company. The well-organized ones are asking if I want to, have early screenings and DVD sent or access codes for movies, and use the Film Buff to get the word out. We're going to connect a bunch of dots here, guys. So the podcast, right? Like it starts out essentially at the time. If you guys really want to go back into the earlier feed of the Film Buff, and you can go to akapad.com. This podcast started out as a project for a kid I was essentially mentoring, who I mentored a few years, and he's a single mother kid. At this time he's over 21, but going back, I've known him for years. So we sit down and it's like, let's do a podcast. And the name Dream Warriors comes up, and quickly through like the course of that, I think I hit this barrier that I know a lot of you have, where my collaborators and my friends, I just didn't feel like the energy that they were putting in was equal. The work that they were putting in was equal, and they were kind of taking it maybe a little bit too for granted, but then along the way not contributing enough, where I would spend the time and the resources and the money, but just the hours in figuring out how to just sit down and boom, like bang out something. How do we get the intros and the outros, and how do we get it available everywhere? So like blood, sweat, and tears. And I would just ask these people to show up, and eventually I would add friends and try different experimentation level stuff like late night episodes and reviews of movies in cars as soon as we got done. And I guess that those were like the first out of theater reactions, which are now popular and absolutely dim-witted. And I remember doing that for Ready Player One. Maybe even for Black Panther. Or one of the Spider-Man. I think the first MCU Spider-Man. And then eventually, like this show, this project of mine, this obsession, it took years to become the Film Buff podcast. Between that time, I called this AKAPAD's Audio Audacity, which I still love that one. So we did that for a while, and we started rolling in themes, like the 31 Days of Dread. That's coming up. That's going to be this October. Thanks Flicking for November. Cinemas for Christmas. And then where the show is now, I really view the show as a juggernaut in intention and ambition. We're going to be doing 2 episodes a day soon. 2. We're going to be Sunday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday. A lot of different themes are going to run. So this is all going to be another update. But I call it the schedule. Now, this also echoes with my live streaming. If you guys ever want to hang out, I live stream on, again, like Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. We go across all the platforms, but it's me hanging out with you at the drawing table, because you guys know I am, I don't know, let me toot my own horn, a world-class illustrator. And then YouTube, the YouTube effort. So there's this schedule coming that aligns all of this in intention, ambition, theme, and just overall I believe a perfection in productivity. And this took me years to arrive to this point. So a lot of what I do, I talk to a lot of people, I collaborate, always asking questions, always showing up in people's DMs. But even people I disagree with, just I just want to know more. And I think a lot of you do as well, which is why you're a part of the audience. Now, excuse me, a little bit of a side note. The last 2 years, so during the downturn of COVID, looking back, I think it's pretty clear I captured long COVID. Now, this is after already having COVID. This is already post-vaccination. Long COVID. And then from that point on, I had a little bit of a mucus breakdown in my chest, where the mucus, I would have mucus building up. And a lot of times recording audio and visual, even just a little bit of this backed me away from live streaming. The mucus would be so heavy, like it would take 20-30 minutes just to hack it out of my lungs, and some days were good, some days were bad. During this break, call it a rehab period as well, I get maybe one tickle in my throat session a day now. So recording a lot of these episodes the last 24 months has been a trial by fire. I had to develop ways and techniques to record and not have to edit everything because of this, this raspy cough that I had. And sometimes just seemed like that was my new normal. It would never go away. So throughout the years, and I say we because I've reached out to so many of you, but we've developed this podcast now into a ideal, into a message, which is we sit down to watch movies and we're not too concerned with what's happening around the movie. We just want to watch movies. Like, can we just get back to watching movies? And can we get back even being obsessive about watching movies? I'll sometimes drop opinion episodes or open episodes with the online drama that surrounds movies. Look, the press dealing with film and the way how a film gets received is a part of new media. It just is. And we can go back and forth through the history of film and go through the films that got good press and bad press and what happened with the production. And it's a part of some of these film stories, not the story in the story of the film, not the film itself. But I don't even like. I hate doing that sometimes because I just want to sit down and like quick example. Superman, right? Like it dropped on. It's available on HBO Max now, and I feel like now's the time to watch it, not when it came out. There's a little bit of a reason why I'm pausing to bring you guys Fantastic Four: The First Steps, because again, so much conversation, and we're seeing something similar with Tron, the new Tron movie, where it is really just getting overanalyzed, and no one's even seen a frame yet. I mean, outside the trailers, but people don't even know the story of that movie. We're seeing Avengers Doomsday, just for examples, though, really get torn down in a slow motion deconstruction. Every little bit of that. So, to go back to the beginning of this episode, I get these people reaching out, and the show, I always said, like, if this became like a little bit influential, it's going to be worth it. So I get these people, like they want to become a part of the AKAPAD army. They want to hang out with the film buff. They dare I even say, some people care about what the film buff thinks. Isn't that's just wild to me, guys? It really is. But I close that door. This is a Peter sitting in the castle, pissing out. I'm pissing out of the castle. I'm not pissing in. This is a closed process here, because I feel like any other move from this point on only corrupts the show. And I made similar statements around my YouTube stuff. The Film Buff podcast needs to be on an island. It needs to be uncorruptible. It's not meant to be a major media outlet. It's not meant to garner the attention of all these, or credibility through these these other journalistic outlets. I guess we're meant to be the outlet. And if long form film opinion and film discussion has a limited audience reach, because I feel like even with a lot of my YouTube stuff, people within the work or within the industry really enjoy it. But it's like bleeding out to becoming more of that general audience thing. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in evergreen opinions. And the intent of this podcast for quite some time really was for me to sit down with you with every single film I've seen. Every single movie. Now, I've been on the run. We've been recording a hell of a lot. We have for the first time ever, we have a huge inventory of unreleased episodes. Now, within this calendar year, I got pretty good with this. I was able to get 10, 15, even like upwards of a month ready to go. But then things would happen and life happens. And I think we're going to do a similar update later. Because I just wanted to drop this, do a little bit of a recap before getting back to a lot of these episodes. But we have an inventory now that I am confident of and very proud of. And then we have everything coming up with the 31 Days of Dread. So, like I can go back into production mode now, but also have over a month's worth of discussions to bleed out to you guys. And there's a freedom in that. So just be on the lookout. We got so much more coming. I think I'm going to go back and record a little bit of an opening, just to say thank you to a lot of you. So you guys, if you're this deep into the episode, you already heard that. Guys, I do love you. Thank you. I mean, all of you. I mean, I thought it was overwhelming. But it's so hard to stay on top of all the social media traction. I do my very best. But anyone that took the time to write to me, holy crap, dude, that opened up my heart. But also gave me more motivation, and that's the value. So thank you.
Okay, that's a wrap.